was in the house. All right, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to Ladies Night. And tonight it is all about the 4th of July. So hopefully Miss Megan will be popping in here later. But right now I got the lovely Miss Julie and myself. And anyone who's watching this on replay, just reach out to us with any questions or concerns. Drop a comment in the comment section. We'd be happy to help you out. Miss Julie, are you so ready for the 4th of July?
I am.
What kind of celebrations are you going to do?
I am. Whoa, what is my computer doing? Hang on one second.
Hate it when that happens.
There we go. It's like doing its own thing, adding little extra tabs here. I am starting out my weekend on Friday. We are off Friday and Monday.
Ooh,
So,
you get a 4-day weekend.
Yes, thanks to our CEO. Yes. So we get to do, well, Friday I start my morning off with getting my oil changed.
Ooh.
And then, yeah, I know, exciting, right? But we have a carnival in town, and we also have a beer tent, and we have all kinds of food trucks. So that's what we have. We also have bands that play through the week.
Oh,
in the
nice.
evenings. So yeah, so that's what we do here in our small little town. On the 4th of July. Yeah, on the 4th of July, in the morning, we start off with our parade, and that usually takes about an hour.
Nice.
And yeah, so even though we are little, we do it up.
Afterwards. I love it.
Oh, and I forgot, on the 2nd, my brother-in-law turns 50, so we are having a birthday party for him. And then after the parade on Monday, we usually do a picnic and swimming at my sister's house. And then after that, we usually go home, take a nap, and get ready for the fireworks at 10 o'clock. So, dogs are talking. So that's how we cap off our weekend of the 4th. And so the fireworks usually start around 10 o'clock at night, and they last usually almost an hour as well. So yeah, so I usually have a long night that night. So yeah, it's pretty much a long weekend. They are setting up starting today. Down at the city park, with all of the good old beer and all that other stuff. The carnival, they were set up yesterday, I noticed, but they don't actually start doing anything until tomorrow. So, but that's what
beer
we do
shenanigans.
Here.
That's what we're gonna call
Yep.
it. Beer shenanigans. So, is it like a fireman's carnival type of a deal?
It is, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say it's the Kiwanis Club, and they pull in an actual company that comes in and brings the rides and the carnival games and whatnot. And then anybody that would like to come in with their food trucks, all they do is contact the 4th of July committee, and they go ahead and they set those up until they run out of spaces. And the 4th of July committee, they actually they make their money from those food trucks coming in, and they also have a beer tent. So they make their money off of that as well.
Nice. So you're giving me some mad, missing home. So once upon a time, when I lived in my small little community, they did the big community festival was around 4th of July. Because it was a small town, there wasn't a lot of volunteers, and it was the same people always doing everything every year. They kind of drifted away from
Mhm.
4th of July, which was really sad because I loved the fact that we actually had something happening on 4th of July. There was lots of hubbub. There was, church groups coming in and vendors coming in. And my job was to run the kids' tent. No surprise there. I'm just a big kid myself. And then we had the fireworks in the evening time. We lived right across the street from the park. So we would literally put a fire pit out in the front yard and watch the fireworks go up right from the front yard. So that was a lot of fun. And we enjoyed that a lot. So really kind of like I said, they transitioned away from 4th of July. And I feel like it just kind of lost its magic when they did that. But that's just me. I don't know.
You're right. You're right. Because the same thing's happening here. The people that have been doing it for years are burnt out.
Yep.
My dad has been doing it for, oh my gosh, over 30 years. And my cousin has been doing it for over 30 years. She's pulled her kids into it when they were allowed to be in it.
You gotta be that small town community. You get suckered in by your ancestors.
Yep. And I don't usually,
I
know I usually don't do anything with it through the year because I do other volunteering in the town. But on the 4th of July night, usually for whatever reason, I end up in that tent and I help serve.
That does not surprise me. You have a very giving heart. You're a loving person and you give a lot to your community. And that's one of the things that I think kind of even though we've never actually been able to love on each other and stuff like that, and I think that's one of the things that has drawn us together is our small town girl attitude of let's just get this done. Let's just get this done. So you maybe actually kind of go, what's going on in my community? Because, I do live in, so back to my hometown community. The reason that started is they were celebrating. So one of the vets in the community, he's actually, he was one of the elders in my church, Mr. Tripp. He was in it must have been World War II, and he was a fighter pilot, and his plane crashed or came down, and he ended up, I think he was in France, and he was being actually a French family took him in and were keeping him safe and hiding him during that time to keep him safe. And so the whole premise of this whole thing was that the people, the family was coming over, and it was a reunion of this man who was now oh my gosh, he was easily in his late 70s, 80s, and his acknowledgement of that family who basically saved his life. So it really had a beautiful storyline heritage. This is Americana at its best. And so then when it drifted away, I was okay, so the whole premise of this was celebrating the family and kind of honoring in our own way our little community veterans. So anyway, so I now live in a military community, Fort Bragg, here in North Carolina, so we love that. So I'm ooh, what's happening in my community? So looks like they have a music headliner of Walker Hayes. Don't know who that is. Oh, you do?
Walker Hayes, yeah, yes, he's country.
Okay, you know what? Maybe I need to go.
I'm surprised I know that but only because of my son. I listen to usually K-Love, but I do
me too
because of my son.
Okay, let me see if I can pull up a song here. Let me pull up a song of his. Maybe I'll know the song. Let's see. Oh, commercial, of course. Oh, and I'm not sharing.
Of course.
Hang on, let me share. We'll see if I recognize it. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to tell my daughter because she's like a huge country buff. I love all music. Like literally, I'm like you.
Yeah.
I love to listen to K Love Live on my Alexa because I work at home, and so I love to have like a little bit of back noise that's not so overpowering that it drives me crazy, but it also keeps me calm so that I don't get irritated. Okay, so gates open at 3, All American Rock Band, Golden Knights parachute demonstration, flag ceremony, national anthem, Chris Moreno in concert, Walker Hayes in concert, and fireworks display. Wow. There's actually quite a bit. I got like a banging little thing. Now I wonder if you have to I wonder if that's just for military families or if that's open to the public. Tent City, yeah, it should be open to the public. For celebration, this year will feature craft beer garden. Okay, the event is free and open to the public. Oh, that's so cool.
Okay. There you go.
So I know that so we moved here in June of 2020, like middle of June of 2020. So we had no idea. First of all, it was in the middle of the pandemic. So there's that. Everything was like shut down. There's that. And people would talk about Fort Bragg having this celebration and nothing happened. And then the next year, like nothing happened because we were still in a pandemic. So it's kind of exciting. It's like a celebration that like we can all like go and love on one another. Awesome. So Miss Julie.
Yes.
I know that you just recently had an amazing party for an amazing young man. So Miss Julie, her son just graduated from high school. So shout out to all those 2022 kids who graduated. You want to talk about resilience, man. Those kids in that graduating class, I mean, think about this. They had 2 years of like up, down, all around. We're virtual, we're in session, we're not in session, no socialization. I mean, super proud of those kids because oh my gosh, what a life. Like, I mean, that's something they're going to be telling their kids about like generations from now.
Right, because the first group of kids that graduated that year were when they first had to leave the school. They were out of school for a good almost 6 months of their school time. Our kids don't get out till the middle of June.
Right.
So June of 2020, those kids that were graduating didn't have the normal graduation. So they had to think of out of the box kind of things. I know a lot of the kids around here, thank goodness we still have drive-ins here. So our kids went to the drive-in.
Love
and
it.
They were able to put up on the big screen the pictures of each of the graduates. And what they did is they didn't actually do commencement per se. They actually videotaped the kids walking across, getting their diploma, and that's what they put on the screen. So it was, they got an action shot of them actually walking, but they really they didn't in front of everybody.
Right.
So what they did is they all had to stay in their cars, put the little whatever they do now with the little thing on the window or turn a radio station on. I'm not sure.
I think it's a radio station now.
Okay.
Yeah. We're back when it was the metal box that was like literally hanging on your window. I remember the metal box. I totally remember the metal box.
I have not been to a drive-in since I was young.
Oh, girl.
So,
we had a drive-in too, that we had we had two to choose from. And the one was a little bit farther away. I could never go to that one. Like all my friends and like family were like, oh, but that's the better drive-through. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm super tired on the way home. Like I should complain because Jim's the one who always drives us home. So it's like, so we went to the closer one just because I was like, at 3 o'clock in the morning, like you're tired. Going any
Right.
further than you have to. So tips and tricks. I was hoping that maybe you could, so people who are planning on having a party, we were just talking about some different things that we can go to and plug into in our communities. Super amazing. Love that. But let's say I was having a party and I was having a bunch of friends come over. Any tips or tricks or partner stores, because I can pull up the screen, that you wanted to share because you did just plan a party. So I thought you might have some tips or tricks for us. So let me go on the site.
Okay.
And depending on who shared this video with you or who invited you to partake of this, get their link from them, because each one of us has a unique link, and we just want to make sure that you get paired with the shopping person who is your like go-to person, somebody that you actually physically know. Okay, so where would you recommend we go to if we were planning a party? Any tips?
The first one I did was samsclub.com. And the reason I did that was because not only can you get things shipped to your house, but you can also pick it up there if need be. So certain things you can have shipped to your house, certain things you can place your order online and then set your time and day and go pick it up at your convenience. So that was one of the big things that I did. So because I was able to get plates, I was able to get you can get, especially now, they probably unless they're sold out, you could probably get flag plates, flag napkins. You can get clear silverware. So you've got the plastic silverware, that's clear, that you can get in the both. They have a big, huge pack of forks, spoons, and knives that you can get. You can also get your napkins, paper towels, whichever you choose for that. If you're having a lot of people, or if you continue to have parties through the year because you have an outdoor grill, or you have, a little fire or whatnot, and you always have people bring in food, you can always get a big pack of plates. You can always get cups. And, if you drink pop or water, you can always get that as well. So that's what I did as far as those kinds of things. They also have serving utensils, so you can do that as well.
And Julie, why would you choose to order online versus go to the store? First of all, I want to point out that they changed. I love how they're always changing things. And I was like, wait a minute, it doesn't say anything about like how much cash back, but I see over here they now have like the cash back listed over here. So that's kind of cool. So why would you choose to shop online versus just going to the store?
Because right now, one, as you can see, we can either get, if you're a unfranchised owner, you can go ahead and you can get the IBV for that. And that way we can get the commissions off of it from our own buying. Another thing too, our customers, they can get cash back. So our customers get cash back. So those are two perks there. Another thing that we can do is we can miss all of the chaos that is going on right now in the stores, because at least for a whole week before you go get to that special day of either the 4th of July, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, any of your big holidays, Memorial Day, Labor Day, those are big ones too. You can miss all of that, all the people that are in the store bumping into you, and so you can get away from all that headache, and you have that convenience where you can have them go ahead, pick it up for you. You don't have to go in and waste your time. They do all the shopping for you. You either get it sent to your house, or you can go ahead and pick it up, and you actually get to choose the day of the week and the time you want. So by doing that, it saves you the headache of having to try to figure out, what if you're having a busy week. I know I can go this day at this time, pick everything up and leave. I don't have to go in there, try to find it, and do the checkout and all that. I don't have to worry about any of that at all.
Yeah, and just to kind of point out, I'm kind of like flashing over here is where you get the cashback details, and this would be for customers. So to set up a free account so that you can get paid cash back when you shop at these stores, just reach out to either of us or the person who shared this with you, so that way we can get you all set as a customer. We'll set you right up, and we are your basically your go-to person. So your shopping consultant. All right, Julie, what's another place that you think is really helpful? You know what? When I wonder if there's still a partner store. I'm not spelling this right. There was a store. I have pictures of the box, for Pete's sakes, that I had gotten like a lot of his stuff. But go ahead and continue on. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no, that's okay. And if you can't find what you're looking for, or the quantity is too much to do Sam's Club, say you're only having 10 people over and not a big, huge party where you've got, 40 or 50 people, you could always do one of the smaller stores. Walmart, you can do Walmart online. Those ones you could also still get all of your paper products, your cups, your serving spoons, your utensils, or anything like that. You could also get, if you're doing hamburgers and you don't need a bunch of hamburgers from Sam's Club or hot dogs, you can always come to Walmart and do it through Walmart. You can also get your buns and, your salads and stuff like that through Walmart as well. So that's another good one to be able to go to. If you want any decorations, Walmart has it. The other thing too is, now again, depending on how big your house is, or your yard, or whatever you plan to decorate, the good thing is we also have the Dollar Tree.
Woo, love it.
So if you have, because a lot of things at the Dollar Tree, you do have to buy in a bigger bulk.
Yeah, this is true. But you know what? One of the ladies at Dollar Tree was telling me, because I'm like, so like we could buy stuff online, but like it all comes in like really big bulk. Because she goes, yeah, just return it to the store. We'll be happy to return it for you. And I was like, oh,
but here's the thing with Dollar Tree though. Dollar Tree does not give you a refund.
Oh.
So, yeah, because I did have things to return, only because I only needed like 6 of one thing and not 50. So thank goodness I didn't order through our partner store, because when I returned some of them, she asked me if I was going to be purchasing anything that day. And I said, well, I thought that I was able to get like an actual store card with the amount on it. And she said, no, you actually, so if you buy 50 but only need 25 and you go to return 25, you have to buy something else of 25.
Oh, well,
yeah. So you really have to, you have to watch. So with the Dollar Tree,
but like if you're running a VBS or something like that this summer, and you're going to need a lot of something, like you have a, like I did summer rec, like it would have been great to just be able to order some of this stuff that I
Right,
knew I
right.
would need in bulk, you know what I mean? And I'm so
Exactly.
tempted. Oh, and I just want to show people like, so if I click on this, I'm literally gonna go get sent over to their it's going to say, hey, you're on your way, and you're going to go right over to their thing. And this little shop buddy is amazing because
Yes.
he is your deal finder. He will find all your coupon codes and everything. And yes, I just did get suckered into the hot deal of this summer glassware blowout, which led us to this because I was like, ooh, I wonder what the summer glassware blowout was. I went, ooh, look at these coffee mugs, the Irish coffee
Right.
mugs.
Well,
Like,
and as you can
so
see, it
cute.
tells you right on there, minimum you can buy. So like
So
on some of them, it says you only have to buy 4, which isn't bad. But when they have on there, 12 or right there, 12, one case. So you actually have to buy all 12 of those.
nice.
So you really
Okay.
have to watch when you're buying on Dollar Tree. You just want to make sure you know what you're getting, and that, there is a minimum that you do have to buy. So when you're on here and you're buying your 4th of July decorations, just watch, because you may be buying, you know, um, 500 plates because you have to buy a whole case. So
Right, right,
you
right,
just
right,
have
right.
to be careful and make sure that it's the quantity that you want, so that when in case, you do buy too many, you're not taking a lot back. So, and if you like,
Oops.
I took back some plates that I had gotten too many of. And when I was replacing product, I could only replace it with product. You can't replace it with, because I was shy of, I thought I had all my items totaled up, which turned out great because my great nephew, he was turning 5. And so I just got like coloring books and crayons and, that kind of stuff. So it all worked out, but you have to really, really watch on, your quantities, because again, you have to replace it with product, and it's not food product either. Because when I
Gotcha.
got to the register, I missed it. I should have picked up one more thing. So I just grabbed a candy bar, and she said, I'm sorry, you can't do food. I was like, great. So I'm like looking around,
You're
and
like,
I'm like,
girl, you're
okay.
really starting to push my buttons today.
So I'm like, now what? So I turned and I, saw something else, and I want to say it was a pack of antibacterial wipes. So I grabbed those, and I was able to get it. So, you just have to watch, when you actually do get from the Dollar Tree. But everything that I got there, it worked out. It was perfect. So, and as you can see, like those, scroll back upwards, Kim, right there, those half banners with the stars on them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, well, okay, look, these little flags here, miniature American flags, 3 count packs, but you have to get 36 of those. So
Right.
you're actually getting, a lot more than what you,
120 some odd. Yeah. I noticed
right.
that with the like it was the bowls. I was like,
Yes,
so it's a 10 count, but you gotta get 36. So you're getting
right,
360 bowls. Now, if you want
right.
360 bowls, that's perfect. If you don't
Exactly.
want 360 bowls, though, that might be annoying.
Right, right. So, like I said, it just depends on how big of a party you're throwing. Maybe you're doing something in, your hometown, and, maybe you guys are, whoever's doing all this is doing maybe a breakfast for the town. there's a
Right.
perfect idea right there, the Dollar Tree, because you
Yeah.
can get all that. Or, you know, you
Yep.
can go to Sam's Club. But we do have, you know, a lot of other partner stores that you can get this stuff from. But I
And
did
I
those
love the
ones.
fact that like it gives you the deal. So like my sister
Right.
is Bargain Betty and she will always find the most amazing deals, but she drives like all over the place to get these deals. I just don't have
Right.
that kind of time nor commitment. And so I just love it when I can kind of go on and find like all the hot deals because you can actually go to deals and
Mm-hmm.
it'll tell you like what are the deals happening, what stores got deals going on right now. Ooh, you want to talk about Christmas
Yankee.
time?
Woo!
60% off Yankee Candle. Like, let's do your Christmas. I hate Christmas in July. I'm just going to point that out. But if you're the type of person who's like, you know, especially people's budgets are like really getting tight with everything that's going on, that's a really good deal. That might be something that you want to look into for people for next year for Christmas gifts, depending on who's on your list.
Right. And then if the Crocs, if you're a holiday person for the 4th of July, if I'm not mistaken, I was out there, and I mean, you probably would have had to have gotten them a week or two ago, or, you know, maybe a month ago, but they did have um, like the flag Crocs. So I thought that was pretty cool when they did that. But, you know, even those other ones that were on there, you know, they were blue, but they had red and white in them. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
See, you can decorate them too. So, you know, that we have anything and everything where you can actually go, and, you know, the stores are endless to find anything. And then we also have partner stores for um clothing, and you could go out on those stores and you can order t-shirts, or I'm sure you could probably find some sort of patriotic shorts.
Right.
So it
Yeah, I
just
see
depends
Gap
on.
50% off plus an extra 10% off.
Oh, I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah, yep. So yeah, so all your hot deals are right here with all these amazing different things. Ooh, look at that. Nurses, first responders, and military get $50 on your 500abt.com. Not sure what that is. Might have to check that out. But yeah, all sorts of different things, and you just click get the deal and it'll take you right over there. We have an Academy Sports here. I do like that.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So it's kind of like a smaller version than a Dick's.
Oh, okay.
But one of the ones that actually had popped up on featured stores, which is almost always featured, is Raise.com.
Yes.
What we love about Raise is that when we go over to Raise again, Raise is your so like she was talking about like Walmart, you know, and when you're planning a party, it's expensive. Like you got to save
Yes.
money wherever you can. Right now, because of COVID and because of life in general, there's only a 2% off on these, but hey, that 2% adds up, right? So, you know, so if you're
Absolutely.
doing a big one, you know, you might want to get like a bigger card where you're getting a, you know, in this case, you're getting a, well, let's find a bigger one. You go
Home
to
Depot should have a bigger one.
yeah, let's go to we'll go to oh, you know what? Let's see.
Oh, there you
Discount
go.
high to low, price high to low. Discount high to low. Okay, well, you know, that didn't work. It worked, but it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So like here you're only saying like you're saving like 20 cents, but you know those 20 cents add up. But yeah, so like you can definitely use this to go check to see, you know, Sam's Club. Let's see if they have that. So they have actually membership deals and stuff like that on here as well. So this is a partner store as well. Like she said, Home Depot is almost always on here. They too are doing the whole 3.2%. So you know, you're getting a $10 card and you're only paying $9.68. So for those coupon minded people, you guys get it. You know that all those little pennies add up. So definitely check out raise.com.
Another thing too, I like
Go ahead.
about Raise, with Raise too, you can get their deals of the day too. And a lot of times you can get restaurant or you can get stores or anything like that. And you can get some really, really good gift cards for a lot less. We were going, can't remember the name of the restaurant, but anyway, I went out and it was like I got like 30% off. So sometimes you can get a deal 30-40% off and end up, hardly spending anything.
Interesting. I just saw this like Save Dollar stores that just popped up. Family owned business, Valley Business Experience. This is a new one, 6% cash back. Search Save Dollar stores. I don't know what kind of stuff they got. They're not really a dollar store, but they got neat stuff. Little artsy crafty stuff. You never know. Like you just gotta
Right.
you just gotta check stuff out. And sometimes if I don't know, I'll go like Party Supply. Party Supplies. And I'll check.
Yeah, there you go.
And a lot of times like it may take me to some gift cards, or if it comes up, a lot of times it'll give me like these little partner store tidbits. I love this. Oh, here's the one that I did for Ryan. When Ryan graduated, I ordered from Shindigs. And this was kind of a cool, this is kind of like a party. Oh, come on now. All right. It's not working right this minute, but that was the one that I had ordered from when I was ordering for Ryan's graduation party, because Ryan was homeschooled especially. So we got to do we got to pick his school colors. And he's very black and white in his thinking. So his school colors were black and white.
Well, there you go. Well, another thing that came across my mind as you were scrolling through those, if you're a person that does not cook, Kim,
Me, I love it.
And you
Amen.
You do not want to cook, but you want to have somebody cook for you. So you could always go and you can get Olive Garden or anybody else that is Panera. You can get Panera. There's all kinds of different, Domino's, get some pizza. So you can go through and scroll through and see what kind of restaurants are out there that and are also around you. And you can go ahead and use the Raise gift cards to purchase for yourself and to use at your local restaurant as to whoever you choose. Now, another thing too is you can double dip on this as well, because if you go into Shop Local and we happen to have a restaurant that's on there that is also on the Raise gift cards, you can actually get the Raise gift card, get your cash back there. You can also go to the Shop Local restaurant, and then you can also get cash back there. So 2 times you're actually going to get cash back if you actually have a gift card that also works for one of the local stores or local restaurants that are on there. So I know sometimes it's
being a little, there we go. It was being a little finicky for me. So sorry about that, guys. it was Atlanta, Georgia. They had a lot of options. So for here, I
Oh.
don't have as many right now, but we're coming along. A lot of people down here had closed up shop. I gotta tell you, this creme du jour is really good. It's like the bag. And the Fabe's charcoal roasting, we actually got to do a tasting with them. They were one of the people at one of the events, and we paid extra to go do like this tasting thing. But anyway, sorry.
Right. That's okay. So
Oh, IHOP!
there
Oh my
you go.
gosh, I eat at IHOP all the time.
Yeah, and there is. I am almost positive that there's IHOP on Ray's. So if you decided that, you know, the day before the 4th, you didn't want to do any cooking because you knew you were going to be cooking the next day all day long, you can go ahead and go to Ray's, get your IHOP gift card, then turn around and activate on here the IHOP under the shop local. Go to that IHOP, and there you go. When you use your connected credit card or your debit card, when you do that, you'll also get cash back by doing that. So so you're actually double dipping there.
And as you saw, I had to go in and actually activate the offer. So this is actually in Lumberton, which, you know, we're in the process of like trying to figure out where we're going to buy a house, and Lumberton's one of the places. So fun fact there. Oh, this one's Lumberton too. Your pie.
Yeah, chances are you're not going to get a gift card that. So if you go to IHOP and your gift card's only $20, but you spend, you know, 25, you're going to still get that cash back. That's where you're double dipping, because you still have money that you're going to be using to pay for that meal. So you're going to be able to pay for the meal partially with your gift card and the balance with your debit or credit card that you have on file to use with the shop local, and you'll get the credit there too.
Excellent. I saw this one over here that was Party Expert. You know, it's so funny because when we do these things, Julie, I just have so much fun.
I know, because I find
getting off and into these places to take a little look and see like what's going on.
Well, there you go. Look at summer party supplies, graduation.
Yep. So I'm just going to click on summer party supplies. Oh my goodness. We have a lot going on in our house. We have, my son adopted a puppy, a little Alaskan or Siberian Husky. Oh my gosh, I love these plates. And so we got some bent noses, we've got everyone's having to adjust and everything. So anyway, so just been a little much. So Alba's a little whiny right now because she's like, hey, listen.
She's feeling a little snubbed.
Yep. So love this. There's a lot of fun stuff in here, and these prices are pretty reasonable, I think.
Right, because you can get sidewalk chalk for the kids to play with. You know, out on the sidewalk.
This reminds me of, oh my gosh, do you remember when we were kids? It was so exciting to get the big count of the crayons with the
sharpener.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
What these kids just don't understand.
Make sure you haven't. Yeah, and make sure you have the air pump that I just saw to blow up your floaties for the pool.
Yes, love it. I'm like back up here looking at these plates when I first came in. I'm loving this, like the little boho vibes tray. And do you think because it says melamine that means it's plastic and not paper?
Probably.
Because I'm kind of in love with it.
I would say so, because there's only 4 of them.
Yeah. So anyways, lots of cute stuff, and I see a lot of people right now doing a lot of these like balloon sculpture type stuff. I mean, like it's
great. Yeah.
Do you see these people doing these like exotic balloon thingamajiggies? I mean, it's like crazy, crazy, crazy.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
know
balloon
around
arches
here-
and columns right here.
Yeah, I know around here we are very low on helium, so you're lucky if you can get helium balloons right now.
Well, and I think that's why these are becoming so popular is because they don't need helium. Like you're
True.
tying all the balloons together to make this beautiful artwork, so to speak.
Right.
I
That's
think
a
they
good
look really
point.
kind of cool. Personally, I'm like, I don't know if I have the patience to do it, but I'm very much in awe of it.
Right, exactly.
Okay, let me just see if we got one thing here for 4th of July. I'm looking. I know it's here. I'm just having a hard time putting my Easter. Come on now.
I see holiday parties, but I'm not actually seeing the 4th.
Yep. Well, you know, I'm gonna call out something different then. It's Pride. Well, last month was no, we're finishing Pride Month. So let's just do a little Pride moment. And we'll just kind of fluff through here. We got some cool stuff happening here with all the different Pride decorations. So there we go. There we go. All right, so that was a fun story that I'd never heard of called Party Expert, 6% cash back. So that's exciting. And oh, let me stop sharing a minute so you guys can meet. Oh, I gotta undo my, let me choose backgrounds, none. This
Oh
is
my gosh.
Xerxes.
Oh my goodness, how cute.
This is Mr. Xerxes. He is actually he's 13 weeks. Well, he's 14 weeks.
17
now.
weeks.
He's now 17 weeks. Time flies when you're having fun.
Well,
And
his adoption paperwork lied. He was
oh, gotcha. Okay, that's why I got confused. And speaking of military, his dad was active duty. His mom was home and had a baby. And so just way too much for mama to handle. So mama had to take him and hand him in. And it is truly an act of love, God, faith, fate, whatever you want to call it. And because he got dropped off literally like an hour before and put in the kennel literally minutes before Ryan walked in. And they were like instant BFFs, full of love, full of just really loving on each other. And then when Ryan went to like go cash out, it was free. It was a free adoption thing that they were doing. So it just ended up being a huge blessing. So I do have one last thing that I wanted to share that I made today. I'm going to show you guys the screen first. And you know how I am. I can't ever find these things without. Okay. You know I've talked about these before.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Nancy's TLS friendly chocolate muffins. Oh my gosh, these are the bomb.com. So I tend to, when I double the recipe, I get 6. Okay, so just so you can keep that in track. These are low glycemic, they're healthy for you, 25 grams of protein in them. So delicious. Put a little dark chocolate in there, dark chocolate chips. So good. And I did make some today and they do come out nice and big and so delicious, so moist. Now, I will point now, and they're really good if they're hot. So like warm them up. They're really delicious when you warm them up. You can see the dark chocolate chips in there.
Ooh.
And I just mixed them in. The one thing I'm going to make sure you know is because these have no preservatives in them, they won't last as long. So you got to just indulge on them. You got to have them like as a little snack, have them with breakfast and lunch. You just got to indulge on them and share them with a friend. So that is my little tidbit. Maybe next time we'll talk about like when you're going to the summer parties, like how do you take mama's recipe that you love and make it low glycemic and a little bit healthier? You know, like I think we should call it like if you were in, we're gonna have a virtual barbecue, and everyone can kind of bring their favorite recipe, and we're gonna share some recipes. I think that'll be fun. What do you think, Julie?
That sounds like a good idea.
All right. So first of all, Julie and we're sad that Miss Megan couldn't make it tonight because I could just see it. I had visions of what she was going to create for her makeup with sparkles and everything like that. We might have to tell her to give us like a post 4th of July look. But anyways, we wish you and your family the best holiday. Take time. Enjoy each other. It doesn't have to be something big. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Literally go kappa squat under a tree and have a little picnic. You know, whatever it is for you, just take time, be with your loved ones, be with those that you care about. Because, you know, this world, we just don't know. I mean, the world we live in right now is just kind of crazy. And I just think we need to take a hot second and just embrace and love on those that are in our circle that we just really want to make sure that they know how much we love them. And know that we care about you guys. We're so glad to bring, you know, these tips and tricks to help you save money and stay on budget while you're trying to have these amazing events together. Thank you, Miss Julie, for sharing so many.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you so much. Any to-go marks that you have, Miss Julie?
No, I just want to say make sure everyone is safe. You know, watch out for those firecrackers if you're going to be letting those off, and the sparklers and any other so choosing that you have. Yes, just be safe, you know, and have a wonderful weekend.
Absolutely. Watch out for those beer gardens. All right. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Bye. Have a good one.